Hello everyone, and welcome to the final tutorial in our Introduction to Python tutorial series. Over the past few lessons, we learned about print statements, variables, user input, debugging our code, and conditional statements and loops. Today, we are going to put all of those skills together and create a simple guess the number game. This lesson connects to General Curriculum Outcome 2, specifically SCO 31, where we are creating a solution to a problem in a text-based coding environment. So let's jump into our Google Colab. And let's begin by adding a comment. You do this in Python by putting a hashtag, and whatever comes after the hashtag will be commented out and not read by Python. So let's just call this guess the number, for whoever is reading this will know what the code does. Guess the number again. And next we're going to import a function that will allow Python to generate a random number. There are lots of different things you can import in Python, which you can Google. There's a whole list, but for now we're going to use from random import rand int. And this allows Python to import a random integer. And we're now going to create a variable called answer, which is going to be a random integer. So we're going to use rand int from 1 to 10. And now we will create another variable called counter, and we're going to start that at 0, and this is going to keep track of how many guesses the user takes. So next, let's print a message. Oops, remember lowercase p. Let's print a message to display to the user. This is a guess the number between 1 and 10 game. All right, and next we are going to set a variable called guess equal to input. So this sets the variable guess to whatever the user inputs. And now we are going to create a while loop. So we're going to do while guess is not equal to the answer. To do not equals in Python, you do exclamation point equals. So while guess is not equal answer, we're going to do guess equals float. You could use int here for if you want integers, but for purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to use float. Input, enter a number between 1 and 10. And now we're going to do a series of conditional statements inside this while loop. So if guess equals the answer, we're going to print, you guessed it. And we're going to increase the counter by 1. So counter equals counter plus, oops, I accidentally ran the program there, but we're just going to do counter equals counter plus 1. And now we're going to put in an elif. So if guess is greater than the answer, print you guessed too high. And again, we're going to increase the counter by 1. And now finally, we're going to do another L if the guess is less than the answer, print you guessed too low. And counter equals counter plus. And now finally, we want a print statement that's going to come outside of this loop. We want it in line with the while. And this is just going to print the final message of how many guesses the user took. So you took, comma, counter guesses. So let's run this and see if it works. So it prints, this is a guess the number game between 1 and 10. And it says to enter a number between 1 and 10. So let's guess 7. Oh, so I actually got it on the first time. So it said, you guessed it, you took 1 guess. Let's try again. If I guess 2, you guess too low. Now let's go a bit higher and guess 8. You guessed too high. Let's go 5. You guessed it. And I took 3 guesses. So we can see the code is running properly. So you can play around with this and modify as you'd like. So this program combines many of the concepts we used, such as print statements, variables, while loops, conditional statements, and user input. So yeah, and now this will run until the user guesses the correct answer. So you can play around, you can change it to between 1 and 100 if you'd like, and manipulate it however you please. So thank you for watching this Introduction to Python tutorial series. I hope these lessons helped you build a strong foundation in using Python, and I wish you luck. Thank you.